Very good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Friday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. The very system that produced 76-mile-an-hour winds across parts of England yesterday brought severe weather across parts of Germany and Poland. We've seen rapid cyclogenesis. We've seen prefrontal fracture. A lot of complex dynamics came together to really become a very intense area of low pressure. The very system, like I say, that pushed across the UK during the course of the last 24 hours really exploded over mainland Europe, killing upwards of 6 people in Germany. I don't know so much about Poland, but certainly there will likely have been deaths there. Lots of tree damage caused by that storm system as it pushed through. High pressure over the UK today. Several places across the northern half of the UK sitting around the freezing mark this morning, some frost in places as well. But we're firmly in a typical early October pattern where we're going to see high pressure, generally a low in between areas of low pressure. And the Atlantic is going to see the next system coming through during the course of later today and into tomorrow. That main frontal system pushes through, then it's followed by sunshine and showers and brisk westerly winds, feeling cool in that westerly wind as well. That will clear on out. Then, as we progress through early and middle next week, we've got another series of fronts coming through. High pressure generally holding ground across the far southern half of the UK. So, fronts that push southeast are going to weaken as they do so. Very little in the way of rain once it reaches places like really south of Birmingham, from Bristol to London. Not really going to be talking much in the way of rainfall because of that high pressure really taking a lot of the steam out of these fronts as they come through. But you can see here as we rattle through the GFS, that high pressure gives way to low pressure during the day on Saturday. Then Sunday we get a little bit of a bump once again. But as we push through the early part of next week, we've got a fairly substantial area of low pressure that pushes through. So likely heavy rain as well as gale force winds associated with that area of low pressure. Then the next bump in the upper air pattern comes back in once again, settles things down for like 12 to 18 hours, and then we just get that next system coming through. So it's going to be a repeat zonal, fairly strong zonal jet stream pattern as we rattle through next week. What is interesting is the GFS, along with a few other models, is indicating that we could see a bit of a build-up of high pressure over the UK as we go towards the 15th through 20th period. So more systems coming in during the next weekend. So it doesn't look as if we've got any real reprieve from this setup until beyond next week, and then we start to see the build-up of high pressure trying to push in. You can see that here, Wednesday the 18th of October. This is a way out, way out, fantasy land, I know, but is there some form of interaction between what is currently Tropical Storm Nate over Central America, expected to push up into the central Gulf Coast around New Orleans, the interaction with that, with the mid-latitude region, and then the ripple effect across the mid-latitude uh, upper air pattern may indicate some form of change as we go towards the second and latter half of October here. So we can see here that the GFS is trying to push high pressure, trying to bring more blocking to the northeastern Atlantic, resisting areas of low pressure for coming in. That all remains to be seen at the moment. But certainly, this would be welcome news, and it could also indicate a little bit colder conditions as well. So we'll wait and see what happens here. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Do check out the written post later on today that will be available. It'll talk more on the storm that's battered central portions of Europe. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back again next week. Bye for now.